So let me be clear. Social Security and Medicare are not entitlement programs. They are earned benefits. That it is not acceptable to cut Social Security, cut Medicare.
That was the first official statement about Social Security in the new Congress, but not only should Social Security not be cut, it shouldn't be stolen from. As we take a look at this, has Congress really stolen trillions from Social Security? Well, technically, it's not stealing because the federal government borrows Social Security funds, but what do you call it when someone borrows your money and doesn't pay it back? I would say stealing. Imagine if the trillions of dollars that Congress did not take from Social Security would actually double your Social Security check. Imagine that, having double of what you're getting per month now. We're going to give you more important updates, play the full video clip of what Hakeem Jeffries said, as well as what Speaker of the House Mike Johnson said about Social Security. You're not going to want to miss what is being said there, and I'll give you some other important updates as well. Before I dive into the main content, if you appreciate the Social Security updates, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more Social Security updates. So when it comes to the new Congress that we have, we are talking about Social Security, so there's a lot being said in Congress, but I'm just going to give you the clip of what Hakeem Jeffries, the minority Democrat leader, has just said about Social Security. Take a look at this, and I'm going to give you Mike Johnson's response.
So let me be clear. Social Security and Medicare are not entitlement programs. They are earned benefits. Hardworking American taxpayers pay in to Social Security and Medicare every day, every week, every month, every year throughout their entire adult life. They've earned those benefits, worked hard for those benefits, and deserve those benefits. So as Democrats, our promise to the American people is that we will fight hard to make sure that no one in this town takes away Social Security or Medicare from the American people. Not now, not ever, no means never. Our position is that it is not acceptable to cut Social Security, cut Medicare, cut Medicaid, cut veterans' benefits, or cut nutritional assistance from children and families in order to pay for massive tax breaks for billionaires and wealthy corporations. House Democrats will fight hard to protect working class Americans and the things that matter to them, not the wealthy, the well-off, and the well-connected. Keep your hands off Social Security and Medicare. Over the last 4 years, it's been a great honor for us to work alongside President Joe Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris, whose administration rescued the economy from a once-in-a-century pandemic, delivered historic infrastructure investments, created more than 15 million good-paying jobs, enacted common-sense gun safety legislation for the first time in 30 years, provided life-sustaining health insurance to veterans suffering from toxic exposure, championed the largest investment in combating the climate crisis in the history of the world, which we will defend, and brought down the high price of life-saving prescription drugs for millions of Americans. Thank you, President Biden and Vice President Harris, for your powerful, principled, and purposeful public service.
What are your thoughts there? Well, it seems like we have the same narrative going around over and over. Mike Johnson says no cuts to Social Security. Take a listen to what specifically Speaker of the House Mike Johnson said.
I look forward to having that discussion.
But Mr. Speaker, just as part of that, are you open at all to cuts to entitlement programs, specifically to Medicare?
No, look, the president has made very clear Social Security and Medicare have to be preserved, and we are not, no one is coming in with the intention of cutting benefits in any way or anything, but we have to look at all spending and look at it very deliberately while maintaining those commitments. The Republican Party is not going to cut benefits, okay? We've made that very clear over and over and over, and that's the commitment of the White House and the commitment of this Republican conference. We do know, however, at the same time, there are many, many areas of fraud, waste, and abuse. The government is too large. The agencies are too many. There have too many divisions and employees and all the rest, and there will be a very deliberate auditing of all of that in various aspects as we go through the process. The DOGE initiative, the project, is going on simultaneously, and we'll be dovetailing all that together. So our intention is to, by the end of this Congress, to show the American people we brought the government back down to a measurable state, so to speak, right? That it works more efficiently and effectively for the people. And the way you do that is to get back to the original intent, the primary roles of the federal government. And that's been expanded too much. The government has expanded too much over the last years. I'll take one more background. Yes, ma'am.
Well, we seem to have the same narrative going around over and over again, but it's all a distraction. We have the Democrats saying, hey, Republicans, don't cut Social Security. And Republicans say, hey, we're not going to cut Social Security. We promised that already. Well, that is all a distraction, because what it is distracting you from is this. Has Congress really stolen trillions from Social Security? As I mentioned earlier, it is not stealing if they are borrowing it, but never paying it back. Congress actually takes money from the Social Security Trust Fund, and they're supposed to pay it back with interest. So this whole Democrat-Republican narrative of, hey, you're going to cut it, oh no, we're not going to cut it, that's all a distraction from what's really going on. Yes, the government does take money from the Social Security, but it is required to pay the money back with interest. Have they ever paid it back? No, they haven't. They just keep taking and taking. So imagine if the government did not take money from the Social Security Trust Fund and they're saying, oh no, money's running out. Well, maybe if they didn't steal it, money wouldn't run out and your benefits wouldn't have to be so low. If there was actually no money being taken or stolen from the Social Security Trust Fund, your Social Security check might even be higher than it is now. Imagine if your Social Security check, whatever you're getting per month, was actually double that. Imagine what you could do with your life if you actually had more. Well, the government is taken and taken from it. And unfortunately, as citizens, we have nothing to do with it. We can't do anything. We're powerless. We hear a lot of the rhetoric of saying that you're going to cut it, not going to cut it, but not a lot of people are talking about how much money the government has stolen and not paid it back with interest. It's almost like they're causing the problem and then blaming the problem on other people. Sound familiar? Well, that's what's going on in the government right now. So when it comes to stealing, what the government's saying or what politicians are saying, no, that's misinformation. Treasury is obligated to pay back the money it borrows with interest, according to the AARP, and the federal government has never failed to do so. The interest is income for Social Security, which helps fund the benefits, Johnson said. But if the money is not being paid back, why is there a shortfall? It brings up that question. Well, I just wanted to bring awareness to that. If you appreciate how I give you the information, the latest of what's being said on Social Security in Congress, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Doing hours of research just so that you know the truth of what's going on with Social Security. And that is all the news that I have for you today to hopefully brighten your day a bit. Here's my daughter Bella's tip of the day.
Hey guys, this is the tip of the day. Hi guys, this is Belle. This is the tip of the day. I want to tell you the one thing that you should do. When you do something, and you don't learn, you will be a better person. If you learn, then you'll grow up and be more better at things that you learned. That's all I want to give the information to you. Guys, see you in the next tip of the day. And be safe. See you in the next tip today.
If you want to see the very last thing that Biden is doing about Social Security, you're going to want to see this video over here as Biden takes the last final action of his presidency for Social Security. Hasn't done anything for the last 4 years, but this is the last thing he has done. So click that video now, and I'll see you in that video. Take care, be safe, Thank you for watching.